Yo, what's going on, supercar fans? I'm back again doing another episode for you guys, but today's a little different. So I've got a bit of a croaky voice at the moment, bit of a chest cough, but everything's all good there. Just over an hour ago, Red Bull Holden Racing Team shared a video on their Facebook page. YouTube also now has it. I think Speed Cafe got hold of it as well, and a few other sources have got it as well, of the V6 twin turbo car sound and footage of what the V6 will sound like. Now I have for you the exclusive sound of that car. Now I can't actually show you the video of Craig Lowndes, spoiler alert. Craig Lowndes actually driving the car, but I can preview the sound for the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my phone down as a black screen. You guys will hear the car sound in the background, and I'll be back very shortly to give my personal opinion on the car. So here it is. So guys, there you have it. That is the actual sound of the V6 Turbo in action today at wherever the Red Bull track is up at Queensland. Now, my personal opinion on it, I'm 50-50 about this. I'm not too sure, but yet again, there is some parts in that sound amazing. You guys can probably agree. When the higher revs are up, the car sounds absolutely amazing. And I think Larko touched on a subject the other week that it sounds like the Corvette that they run in the GT series, in like Laguna Seca and all that kind of good stuff. There goes my fucking iPad again. I'm going to try and turn this down so it doesn't go off anymore. So yeah, it's mm, I'm very skeptical about it. Don't get me wrong, it is an absolutely awesome sound, and I actually don't mind that. One thing I did like, obviously, was the higher revs and that backfire. Now, that was one thing that I questioned. I think it was in my last video or the video before, about the backfire happening, and they actually have it, which is great. And that actually, and surprising enough, that backfire actually sounds a lot better than what the V8 backfire sounds like. Now that's big statement coming from me because I absolutely love the sound of the backfire happening out of the V8, but that sounds awesome. It sounds really, really, really good, and it's going to be extremely loud at circuits like Bathurst down through the S's when they change gears and whatever else going down to Forest Elbow. A lot of enclosed tracks like maybe the Australian Grand Prix, because of the walls. At some parts the walls are a lot higher, and I'm really looking forward to it. We'll see what happens actually. So yeah, sorry about that. My mum had to come out in the lounge room for a second. As you can tell, I'm not in my occasional spot where I usually record these. I'm actually out in the lounge room recording because it's the most distant part of the house away from my parents who are actually asleep right now. So, but getting back to the subject, like tracks like yeah, Bathurst going down through heading down through Forest Elbow when they change from second to third, that really like loud bang that goes on the backfire. Melbourne Grand Prix, obviously another one with the high end walls. You get that sound and it just rebounds off the walls and goes straight into the spectators area. Other ones like street circuits like Adelaide, Surfers Paradise, maybe even Townsville. Townsville's more open though, so I'm more lenient towards Adelaide and Gold Coast. Newcastle might even sound alright in some areas, maybe not in all, but yeah, it will sound pretty good because it's just pretty much all high rise building. Oh, well, not all high rise buildings, but it's sort of enclosed. But once you get down through Nobby's Beach and all that, it's just open. So, but I'm actually, it's going to be everyone's going to be obviously sad that the sound of the V8 won't be there anymore. Um, and they're also in saying that everyone's sort of excited for this V6 to come out, and now hearing what it's going to sound like, um, yeah, everyone's going to have mixed emotions about it. I'm very mixed about it at the moment. I have no idea how to respond to that. I only like I said, I only like two ways of it, and that's the high end revs and obviously the backfire. The low end revs sort of sound like the car's too quiet at some stages. As you guys heard, it sounded very, very dull and it sounded like it was almost going to stall. But going through the pit lane, um, I noticed when Lowndes actually sort of just drifted off, the car was super quiet. Now, if you've ever gone to a V8 event and stood in the pit area, not actually in the pits, but like behind the pit and whatever else, um, you hear the grumble of the V8 when it rolls past. It's like that's the worst definition, but you guys know what I mean. If you've heard the sound of the car roll past, you know what that sounds like. The V6 Turbo didn't have that. It was just like a quiet, nice, friggin' serene car. It was just purring. It didn't do anything. It's just quiet. It sounded like a hybrid, pretty much. And then once it hit the track, it's off it went. But yeah, I don't know. You guys, I want to hear your feedback on this. Comment down below on what your reactions were when you heard the sound. Even if you've seen the video, it would have, you would have had a better idea of where he was on the track and whatever else. But guys, leave your comments down on this video on your opinions on the car, because I'd love to hear it. I'd absolutely love to hear it. And this is one video that will kind of define this channel for now and for the set of next year. So guys, hit that like button if you did like the video, subscribe if you're new, and do leave your comments down so I can have a little read later, and obviously you guys can read other people's comments and see their personal opinion on it. But yeah, my personal opinion on it is I'm very 50-50 on it. There is a very big high with the car sound, and there's also a very big low. The reason why it's so low is because I'm going to miss the sound of the V8. That's the only bad thing about it. Other than that, I'm actually quite excited to see this. But you guys have also got a say in this channel as well, and I appreciate all that. So guys, hit that like button, leave a comment down, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next video.